the top three are putting on a show. 60 circuits in, Pulliam back to the bottom, peering beneath the quarter panel of Bowling in turn 3. Slight contact made. It forces Bowling up the banking out of turn number 4. The door is open for Pulliam. And they've got slower traffic now to contend with in the form of Cody Kirby in the 34. Kirby pulls low down the back straightaway. It won't be an issue. Back to the bottom rallies Pulliam. And he's got Bassett with him. If Matt Bowling surrenders first, he'll surrender second. And you've got to wonder whether or not this is the battle for the win. Matt Bowling, Lee Pulliam, two of the best drivers currently in the nation, dueling it out for supremacy here at Motor Mile Speedway in race number 1 of the New Riverbank Twin 75s. Pulliam won't give up. Back to the bottom, trying to work that low groove to his advantage, but Matt Bowling is hanging tough, taking a page out of Tommy Lemons Jr.'s playbook, and it's working. Bowling has those 4 Hoosier tires stuck on the outside lane, and he's making it work. And we are rapidly reaching the conclusion of our first Twin 75. Lee Pulliam is running out of time. 10 circuits of racing remaining. Does Lee Pulliam have what it takes to get past Matt Bowling? What a show, and you have to wonder how patient Dylan Bassett will be. Bassett, in his first Motor Mile Speedway race of his late model career, he can see first, but the question is, how does he get there? With 2 of the best in the nation ahead of him, Bassett has little he can do but sit and watch. And he's got a heck of a battle developing out his front windshield. Back down into turn number 3. 67 circuits in. And it's Lee Pulliam back on the assault. Pulliam making Matt Bowling work for it out of turn number 2. Pulliam doesn't have enough grip to make a maneuver down the backstretch. Pulliam pushing up ever so slightly in turn number 4. Manages to miss the left rear quarter panel of Bowling that time by. Down into turn number 1, he may have stuck it to Bowling. Down the back straightaway, top 2 abreast. They barrel off into turn number 3, and Pulliam doors the 83 of Bowling in the apex of the corner. It opens up the door for Bassett. Bowling back to 3rd, and now Bassett's to the inside of Lee Pulliam out of the corner. Bassett just watched an aggressive maneuver take place. Why not him? Bassett doors the 5 of Pulliam in the apex of turn 3. Lee Pulliam got what he wanted. He got first, but be careful what you wish for. Dylan Bassett is on the charge. The top 2 plunge into turn number 3, less than 5 circuits remaining. Bassett is there. Down the front straightaway, Lee Pulliam led that lap. Will he lead the next one? You have to wonder whether or not Dylan Bassett thought he would be in this position 3 circuits from the finish in the first New Riverbank Twin 75. Bowling back to the top side of the racetrack. He's betting that Lee Pulliam can keep Bassett behind him. They're coming to the white flag, 2 abreast down the back straightaway with lap traffic to contend with the national champs in trouble. Dylan Bassett has the lead at the start-finish line. Will he lead the one that matters most? The top 2 abreast down the back straightaway for the final time. It's Dylan Bassett to the inside of Lee Pulliam. Pulliam's fading. Bassett has the lead. 2nd and 3rd make contact. Dylan Bassett wins. Matt Bowling expressing his displeasure with Lee Pulliam after that one. Dylan Bassett, the surprise winner. Pulliam takes 2nd. Matt Bowling finishes 3rd. We'll talk to the podium performers next. Things got contentious at the end of the first New Riverbank Twin 75. After leading every circuit, Matt Bowling, talk about those final few laps with you, Lee Pulliam, and Dylan Bassett.
Yeah, man, we just, after that restart, we come back 2 free in and just didn't have enough from the guys. You know, I tried to keep Lee pinned down all I could and keep him wound up all I could, but he finally got tired of me over here and hooked me up. So that's part of it, and congratulations to him and Dylan. You know, Dylan drove a heck of a race, so that's awesome. So congrats to them guys, and we'll go get them next race.
With the defending national champion, Lee Pulliam relentlessly went to work on Matt Bowling. Finally secured first, but it was only for a fleeting moment. Talk about those closing circuits, first with Matt Bowling and then Dylan Bassett.
Man, I was giving everything I had, you know. Man, these forwards are tough, dude. I can't get mine to quite run like them, but you know, they hats off to them. They had a heck of a Chevrolet in this thing. Don Kowalski, not a better energy build out there, and you know, hats off to him. You know, just proud to even be able to run with them as big of an advantage as they have right now. And I drove my heart out. You know, I knew Bassett was going to run me up at track there, so I tried to cross him over, but Bowling stuck it in there and just wasn't able to make it happen. But you know, just gave him all. That's all you can do, and just came up a little short tonight.
Walk me through that pass. You finally get around Matt Bowling. Did you know Bassett was there, and did you anticipate just how hard Dylan Bassett was going to drive you for that win?
Oh, he's a racer. You know, I raced against him at Barnesville quite a bit for the lead, and Dylan, he's a heck of a racer. So, you know, hats off, congratulations to his team. He did exactly what he needed to do to win the race, and, you know, we're just going to try to tune on it and try to get it better for the second one.
Nobody thought Dylan Bassett would be in victory lane. Talk about those closing circuits, Dylan. You guys came out of nowhere to win this race.
I don't know. He's out there racing with the best of the best. There's a reason why he's a defending national champion. I don't know. I'm speechless. This is probably one of the best wins I've had so far this year, probably overall, too. I just can't thank everybody enough. My mom, my dad, Seth, Jason, Sean, Larry. I mean, they worked their butts off for me, and I'd like to thank Roush Shade's Performance, Rex Younger Art Gallery, Butler Trailer Manufacturing. They all do a tremendous job, and I just can't thank them enough. You know, they mean so much to this race team, and hopefully we can keep them on going forward.
Take us back to 3 laps from the finish. You saw that pass for the lead with Lee Pulliam. What was your mindset, and what did you anticipate going off into turn number 1? How did you make that pass for the win?
Well, I saw Matt and Lee racing, I don't even know, 10, 15 laps maybe, and Lee just was getting held up on the bottom, and then he finally moved Matt up the track, and I think it was just a little too much, and it was just enough room to slide my car underneath him, and I saw what he had to do to Matt, and I was trying to do it better than that, but I didn't really want to hit him, but it was for the win. We're coming to the check, you know, you got to do anything you can.
Debut at Motor Mile Speedway. Sum this win up. What's it mean to be in victory lane in your first start against the caliber of competition you have behind you?
It means the world to me. You know, I wouldn't be able to do this without the Lord. You know, He gives me the strength to be able to come out here and do this, and just praise Him for all the talent He's given me and all the success.
Dalton Sargent got a great restart, and they're side by side for the lead. Top 2 barreling into turn 3. Looney pushes up almost to the door of Sargent. It opens the door for Pulliam, and they spin. Huge collision into turn number 1. A multi-car crash takes out the front runners. Lee Pulliam, the champ, is involved. Looney is in it. Justin Johnson, the majority of the top 10 involved in a vicious collision, sparked when Mike Looney and Lee Pulliam collided on the front straightaway. We're back underway. Dalton Sargent doesn't get going, nearly had another collision on the front straightaway. All drivers managed to escape unscathed, and now they're chasing Matt Bowling. Bowling back out in front in a familiar spot after leading the majority of the laps in our first contest of the evening. Bowling is back on top. Dalton Sargent under fire for second from the number 3 of Adam Long. Sellers the big loser on that deal. The 45 of Sargent didn't get going on the restart, and now Sellers is forced to climb out of a hole. Restarted third. He's fighting for third. Down into turn number 3, he's got the preferred lane on Adam Long. Sellers could see the top spot, and it has slipped away, and now Sellers just fighting to get back to where he was before the restart. Sellers does so down the back straightaway. Long surrenders a spot to Tommy Lemons Jr. in the process. Watch out for Tommy Lemons Jr. after a dismal race number 1. Lemons could be the dark horse in race number 2. Green flag is back out. We're underway, and it's Peyton Sellers with the better restart. Down into turn number 1, he will successfully clear the 45 of Sargent out of turn number 2. Sargent trying to rally back. The effort will be to no avail, and here comes Tommy Lemons Jr. strapping those Hoosier tires to the outside of the racetrack. Top Groove Tommy going to work on Dalton Sargent out of the corner. Tommy Lemons Jr. lives on the high side here at Motor Mile Speedway, loves the top groove of the racetrack, and he's hoping it will pay dividends on Dalton Sargent. Time is of the essence for Lemons. Peyton Sellers is getting away. The gap stands at 0.6 of a second. Lemons finally managing to clear the 45 of Sargent, lap number 33. And now the 27 setting the crosshairs on Peyton Sellers. Sellers still winless. Tommy Lemons Jr. with 1 win to his credit in 2014. Sellers desperately wants to visit victory lane. As mentioned earlier, a decorated season for Sellers to this point. He leads the South Boston Speedway standings. He leads the Wheelin' All-American Series Virginia State standings. And exiting tonight's event, he may well leave the leader of the Bull and Bones Late Model Stock Car Division point standings. But the question is, will Peyton Sellers leave a winner? A victory lane appearance has eluded him to this point in the season. Sellers is going to have to earn it tonight. Tommy back to work in turn number 1. Sellers slams the door through the apex of the corner, continuing to keep Tommy Lemons Jr. at bay, but it is apparent that Tommy Lemons Jr. has the superior machine. Sellers is just hanging on. Can he hang on for the remainder of this race? 57 laps are in, 75 circuits make up the scheduled distance. A little over 15 laps of racing remaining, and all eyes up front on this battle for the lead. Tommy Lemons Jr. is there and continues to assault the back door of Peyton Sellers out of the corner. The leaders are side by side into turn number 3. Tommy Lemons Jr. to the inside of Peyton Sellers. It's the closest Tommy Lemons Jr. has been to the lead all night. He is to the door of Peyton Sellers, but up top, Peyton Sellers managing to fend him off. Coming to 10 laps to go, and the leaders are side by side for the top spot. Back down into turn number 1, Tommy Lemons Jr. has crept alongside the 99 of Sellers. It's been a lot of work. Can Tommy Lemons Jr. close the deal? Sellers is hanging tough. The handling has been going away on the 99. Tommy Lemons Jr. looked to have the better machine, but experience is paying off for Peyton Sellers. No question, it's more willpower than horsepower for Peyton Sellers at this juncture. Willing that car to a win tonight, he will have earned it if he can continue to stave off Tommy Lemons Jr. 68 laps in this time by, and Tommy Lemons Jr. is relentless in his pursuit of the top spot. Sellers just giving him the bottom lane, knowing it's much harder to execute a pass from the bottom of this racetrack. Tommy Lemons Jr. used to making it work on the high side of the racetrack. Sellers is taking his groove away. Coming to 5 laps of racing remaining, Tommy Lemons Jr. time is running out. 3 laps to go. Lemons back to the bottom in turn number 1. Can't make it stick, and Peyton Sellers still maintains the top spot. Down into turn number 3. Once again, all 4 on the flat. Lemons digging hard. 2 to go. They're coming to the white flag. Lemons to the bottom. Sellers number 99 is still out front. A hard-fought battle for first comes down to one final lap. White flag is in the air. Sellers leads it. Who will lead the last one? Out of turn number 2 for the final time. They may have touched. Top 2 barrel off into turn number 3. Lemons dives it in deep. They touch out of turn number 4. They're coming to the stripe 2 abreast. Tommy Lemons Jr. wins it. In a photo finish, I believe Tommy Lemons Jr. took the win.
I had front row seat to one of the best finishes there was. It was awesome watching these guys race to the line. They put on a good show.
You know, just a tough battle right there. You know, he had the preferred line, and I couldn't keep a good enough run up off underneath him. And closest race I've ever been in, but you know, like you said, a hell of a show for the fans. It had to be.
Crossing the finish line, what was your instant reaction in the seat? Did you feel like you had it?
I truly didn't know. I didn't have a clue, you know. And Tommy pulled up beside me going down the back stretch, and I don't think he really knew.
Top 2 barrel off into turn number 3. Lemons dives it in deep. They touch out of turn number 4. They're coming to the stripe 2 abreast. Tommy Lemons Jr. wins it. In a photo finish, I believe Tommy Lemons Jr. took the win.